Hey, guys, look at this right here. This is President Trump sits down with an interview with Jake Paul. He does an interview with Jake Paul. Wow, he's not dodging anything. They say the worst thing that Kamala Harris did was put conditions on what's his name? Rogan. Joe Rogan. Trump did like a 2.5-hour interview with Joe Rogan, over 2 hours. It was over 2-hour interview without any editing at all. And then Kamala Harris says, you know what, we'll do it. Okay, but we want you to do this, say this, do that, cut this, don't do that. Joe Rogan said, hell no. You ain't gonna have my water down my experience on this here. No, I just flow with the flow. I'm not gonna ask anything crazy, but don't put restrictions on me. And then all of a sudden she said no, and people said, oh, she's scared. She's scared to talk for 2 hours, 2+ hours without it. As you see, our president does it. He even went to a black something across the aisle, went over there, and you heard people in the background clapping a little bit. He's not scared of the smoke. That's one thing I appreciate about our president, Donald J. Trump. He's our modern day John Wayne. I'll say it again. I hear almost a sense of patriotism going on with him, and people don't even feel it. It's sad that he has America first, but they always been tricked out by the mainstream media who's getting paid to say these crazy things. Oh my gosh, let's see what's going on. Somebody is smoking dope, and it ain't me. It must be you, Edward Scissorhands. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what else we got going on here. More. Here is something that the White House put up. It says the Old Dominion University shooting was carried out by an individual previously arrested by providing material support to the Islamic State terrorist group. Wow. He said the person did that was supply material for that support. And it said who was released early by a federal prison under the Biden administration. This should have never happened. Wow. And in small print there, I'm see what it says there. It's a disgrace. That's really demented people. Yeah, they're really demented. Yeah, it seems like they are. Over and over again, demented is one of those words we can say about that previous administration. The Save America Act. Here we go again, guys. You see it. I see it. You all see it there. The Save America Act right there is incredibly popular among us Americans. Don't let radical left Democrats prevent a common sense safeguards for American elections. It says the Save America Act is the most popular election reform in decades. President Donald J. Trump is urgently calling on Congress to pass the Save American Act immediately and safeguard America's elections from illegal voting. There you go right there, guys. Illegal voting. Not only illegal immigrants, but guess what? You have American citizens are cheating as well and stuffing the ballot polls. So it's not just the illegal immigrants we're concerned about. We're concerned about regular people stuffing the ballots as well. That's what happens with the Democratic people. They want to make sure that they don't do it. They don't vote 10 and 20 or 50 or 100 times over and over again with batching, how they reprocess the same voter mail-in ballot pool over and over again. They just send it through the thing and run it again and again. Oh, we saw clips of that over and over again. Yes, let's have a Save America Act there. It's the most popular election reform in decades, and yet the Democratic Party is not doing anything about it. Okay, in the Senate. It says right there, it says the top Trump officials acknowledged to lawmakers during a recent classified briefings that they did not plan for the possibility of Iran closing the strait in response to strike, according to 3 sources familiar to a closed-door session. You know what? This is like having an enemy within. I remember they used to say that. The president said, "We got an enemy within." They don't want to do right. They don't want right to happen. They want to just, Here we go. It says the chairman of Intelligence Committee. Let me be clear. This is what Tim Cotton says as the chairman of the Intelligence Committee. He says, let me be clear. Whoever leaked this lied. Someone said whoever. Tom Cotton says he's on the committee. He's a chairman on this committee of Intelligence Committee. And he says, guess what, guys? Let me be clear. Whoever leaked this lied. CNN should not should, should do some fact checking. The U.S. has planned for Iran to try to close the strait for decades. Oh my gosh. This is what I'm talking about. Over and over again, you see the lies if you listen to CNN or MSNBC. This guy was a chairman on the chairman of Intelligence Committee, says that was a straight up lie. This was posted. It says Democrats DHS shut down 28 days airport security strain during the shutdown grows as unpaid TSA workers warn. We're hurting. That's what they're saying. The THRs are saying we're hurting. You see that? I'm just looking at I'm scanned down when I was reading it. Oh my gosh, it's so sad that they don't care about. I think they should take all their pay of anything, just hold them out. Or they have to stay in a room. Stay in a dorm room. Stay in a room. Stay on the floor until they come up with the solutions, and that'll end shutdowns. If they stay in a room for 3 days, I bet you 5 days, and all they can do is go to the bathroom and come back. Restroom and back. They'll bring them food, take the food out, and they have to stay in that room until they figure it out. Airport security strains during the, oh my gosh, here it is. It says airport security strain during the shutdown grows as unpaid TSA officers warn, we're hurting. Transportation security officers reveals financial emotional stress of shutdown as Americans try to fly off for vacation. Spring break, guys. Look at that line. Look at that. Look at that. All because Democrats want Americans to hurt. Let me get back here. I see blocked for sure. Trump works his ass off, and no one respect by the Dems. Yep. No one respects them. You're totally right. Okay, here it goes. This one here says, this is Atlanta News first. This is Atlanta News first says, lone security lines persist at Atlanta airport as partial government shutdown continues. Yep. The Democrats don't care. They want to switch up the game, and y'all want to blame the president. The shutdown is on Congress. It's not on the president. It's on Congress. For the idiots in the back of the classroom right here that's watching this live, this is live right now. For the idiots in the back, it's not on the president. It's on the Democrats right now. Ball's in their court. Remember now, they're voting no. They're voting on no. That's something that was passed before, right? I got airports. It says here, airports coast to coast are seeing major delays, hours-long security lines, and missing their flights. Damn. Can you imagine being in a line for 3 or 4 hours and you miss your flight? You missed your flight and you're in line for 3 to 4 hours. Ooh-wee. And they think the Democrats not being like now. They're starting to wake up. They're going to start figuring out, why was this shut down? What was the cause? It's President Trump. Don't worry about it. No, people are starting to research this stuff and starting to realize that it's the Democrats. The chaos falls directly on the shoulders of Democrats and their political grandstanding. Reopen DHS now. Let's see right here. It says President Trump puts a cowboy hat in his Oval Office. Oh, we got a cowboy hat now in his office. Let's see what this says.
Have your name put in there.
They put his name inside it.
Number 1 of 250. Got the Constitution in there. Yeah. In the liner.
The Constitution
We'll put that in the museum.
is in the liner. That's amazing.
10-karat gold flag.
You'll
And
take it off.
No. And I think it's your size.
Let me go check it, okay? Let me see. The right way, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Howdy.
I'll even save the box. Right?
You would.
Have your name put in there.
Wow. So I made a cowboy hat. Let's see, can I find some information a little bit more in there? It just says President Trump puts on a cowboy hat in the Oval Office there. And yes, he is. He's winning for the American people. You know, CNN and MSNBC won't show this. You know what? I catch Fox News not even showing this stuff. I'm like, what the hell? This man is steady doing something every day. And it's the same. Here it is. CNN is lying to undermine the Operation Epiphery's crushing success. Another thing here. This right here is, I think, is that gas? It's like a gas pump there. It says here, the world has tolerated the situation for decades, but the economic logic is clear. If the geopolitical risks associated with Iran were reduced, oil prices would fall. Evidence suggests that the equilibrium prices could be well below $60 a barrel. So give it time, guys. Give it time. Over $60 a barrel. Just give it a time. Here's another one here. It says this right here is why Trump administration launched the greatest and most consequential year of deregulation in American history. Oh my gosh, deregulation is so important. You can get things done much faster instead of ripping off people. Pay this, pay that. Oh my gosh. Let's see this. Expanding access to home loans. Today, President Trump signed an executive order, guys. Today, he signed an executive order. Your president signed an executive order, guys, to reduce the regulatory burdens that have driven the mortgage costs, the mortgage costs. Limited access to for credit-worthy borrowers, and weaken the community banks. Bank participating in lending. Wow. Oh my gosh. I got to make sure we be careful with that. I still remember in 2008, 2009. Oh, those loans were very risky. They were giving people. And a lot of them went bankrupt. A lot of them went straight out of, couldn't afford what they were in. And of course, they were just refinancing and refinancing over and over again, letting people finesse them out of that stuff, not using logic. Here we go. It was those variable loans. That's what it was. Those variable loans were just kicking their tails. Each time it was going up higher and higher. This right here is from, what is this called? Newsmax. Newsmax here, it says over 50,000 Americans have safely returned to the United States. Over 4 dozen U.S. charter flights have brought Americans home. Nearly 34,000 Americans have been directly assisted by our 24/7 tasks. Here, just check this out.
We have seen over 4 dozen U.S. arranged government flights leaving the region, of safely evacuating thousands of Americans. We have seen over 50,000 Americans safely return to the United States from the Middle East since February 28th. We have been able to assist nearly 34,000 Americans through our 24/7 task force, which was immediately activated to assist the American people. At this point, we've had significantly more charter flight seats than demand for Americans in the region, which is to say, if you need assistance, please call +1 202 501 4444. Hundreds of personnel working 24/7 to help the American people. We have seen.
Wow. Hey guys, this is an opportunity I like to say right now. You can hit that subscribe button, hit that like button right now. If you're for Trump, President Trump, I would love for you to do that. Hit that like button and subscribe. Who am I? This is For Real with Mike. I'm Mike, and you're watching For Real with Mike.